All right, we're here with
Tanya and Mira.
and they made Tock, a co-op puzzle-solving game, and it works on mobile and PC and everything else. So, where did you guys come up with the idea?
Well, we started writing our thesis together, and we had a research question. There is like how to make a narrative game for two, and then it just kind of rolled from there. Yeah.
Like when we were kids, our parents always like read stories to us, and we kind of wanted to make that a thing for adults as well when you're reading stories out to each other. And then the thing to adding puzzles to that makes it also a lot more fun that you're two people solving something. Like people seem to really enjoy that as well.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's. I mean, in this session, I don't know if people are supposed to see each other's screens, but everybody's like, well, mine says, and they're looking at the other person's screen. So how well does it work when people are separated from each other over like a long distance?
Well, you can play it both ways. You can play it where you see each other's screen and you not see each other's screen. It just gets a little bit harder if you cannot see each other's screen. So at conventions, we always set it up like this.
Okay.
But we have also tried where people, they play long distance and it works really well.
Okay.
Yeah. And it also feels like it might be a little bit more fun because you have to talk a lot more. You have to like rely on that the other person is telling you all the things you need to know.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. And then there you can also do like if you're over Skype or Discord or something, and they can share your screen if it gets hard. And they can show it from there. So you can choose that yourself. I think
That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't even think about doing the Skype or Discord kind of thing where you can bring in another person to help you. So how does it work cross-platform? I mean, I feel like that's more difficult than people think. Like, everybody's like, oh, it just works. But especially if you guys are bringing it to Nintendo, how was that like working with them, and what was the challenges that you guys had to get through?
So yeah, like the cross-platform is actually very easy for us. Or it's like the thing that we've done is that the games are not linked at all. So it's kind of like as if you're playing two separate games, and you just have to choose player one or player two. And once you've done that, all the things you need to know is to be able to hear what the other person is saying. And so it's kind of like the connection between the people is the only networking that you have. So that's good.
So you guys kind of found a loophole in that whole thing. So it's a little bit easier than doing Fortnite cross-platform kind of thing. Like, did you guys have to do any like negotiation with Nintendo or Steam or PC on that?
Well, we're still very early in the process of like, we just got the dev kit from Nintendo. So we don't know what's gonna happen yet. We have heard that it's possible, so we think it will be great.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm sure it will be, right? I don't know. I don't see them being like, no, but it always happens.
Something for us that because we have a game that you have to be two people to play, it's really works really well for us that we can play it on so many different platforms. Because then someone who has either if you have two Switch at home, they can play on that, or if you have one mobile device and one Nintendo Switch, or Nintendo Switch and PC, or two of the same thing, that also works really good.
Yeah, I love the fact that you can move it around to so it works on tablet, phone, and PC, right? Yeah, that's super cool. Oh, and Mac, yeah. I always think PC, Mac, same difference. It's a computer, right? Yeah. So it works on iOS and Android, correct? Okay, awesome. How long have you guys been developing it?
For about 2.5 years. So we started writing our thesis, and from there on it's been 2 years, and now we're releasing in early next year. So it's very exciting.
So it'll take around 3 years to finish this thing.
So, did you guys both do the artwork, or is it just you two? Is it just you two making the game? Okay.
We started just being the two of us, and we worked like that for a year. And then we added 2 more people to the team, and they work like part-time, and they do help us with graphics, programming, and some animations, and also music. And then Mira, she's the programmer, and I'm the artist.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So how difficult was it to program all of this?
Well, quite difficult actually, because I didn't know how to program before we started this game. So I know very much like very specific things like quaternions and things like that, but I've made so I need to learn like what do I need to do for make this puzzle working, and then I learned to program that, and that's cool. So there's always a constant learning process, which is really cool as well.
What were you guys doing? What program were you in writing your thesis for?
So we were in game design at the IT University of Copenhagen.
Okay.
But we both I come from literature and Mira comes from linguistic and creative writing.
Okay.
So each has this like interest in creating something narrative. Yeah.
That's cool. She's a writer too, so she loves that kind of stuff. When are you guys launching it?
So Q1 2019. Yeah, so within the first couple of months.
What's your guys' price point for it? And does each person have to be a purchase player, or is it like you can kind of join in like Jackbox games or something like that?
We're still working on it.
Okay.
And also if we're talking with some platform holders, if it would be possible you buy one, get one for free and stuff like that. So we're not completely decided yet. Do you want to add something
we're just
to
also
it?
trying to make it as easy as possible for players to buy it. So we're just working on the best distribution plan for that as well. But also try to make it like consistent over the different platforms as well. That's our challenge. That is very exciting also to get.
Have you guys thought about or tried to bring it to like Xbox and PS4?
We haven't tried, and there's something maybe like the Switch is so portable. It's so easy to bring with you, and you can even play two Switches together. It's a bit hard to play our game with two PS4s. But you could definitely also play on a PS4 and a computer together, but we haven't talked to them. So it's not in the pipeline.
I figured that was much harder to do because, I don't know, it's less portable, and I feel like they're more closed off to like each other, especially PlayStation right now. It's like everybody plays with us or nobody kind of thing. So, well, it's great talking with you guys. So can't wait to come to play it when it comes out in Q1 2019. All right. You guys have a great day. It was great talking with you.
Oh, thank you very much.